then we'll do a little camera adjustment so I can see you when you're lying on your mats as well. All right. Lovely. Okay. So I thought we'd start off with the standing section first. So it's just a nice bit of control, strength, and balance stuff we're going to start off with, but we'll just warm up for just a couple of minutes for those of you who haven't already just done a class. So we start off with those feet under those hips. Just think about your weight bearing. Make sure you're weight bearing evenly on left and right. So if you've got any injuries or aches and pains, you usually favour the less painful side. So make sure you're not doing that. Soften off the knees so they're not locked out. Hands on the tummy for me, and just suck it in as best you can, and just tuck your tailbone under, just flattening the lower back a little bit. And then just make sure that tummy stays pulled in, ribs stay down. I'm just going to shrug the shoulders up to the ears and just let them drop down and back. You're going to tuck your chin in and just think about pressing the crown of your head up to the ceiling. We take a nice big breath in and then breathing out. We're just going to stretch those arms up over the head and then circle them back down. So breathing out to circle up, breathing in to bring them back round. Lovely. Just 2 more of those. Try and keep the shoulder blades down, tummies in. Lovely. Now next one, we're going to hold those arms up over the head. Just clasp your fingers together for me, push the palms up to the ceiling, and then you're just going to side bend. So take a nice big breath in there, and then breathing out. See if you can push those palms up any higher. Breathe in to hold, and then breathing out. Squeeze through your waist to pull you back over to the other side. Nice big breath in, breathing out. Push those palms up to the ceiling a little bit more. Good, and relax. Well done. Okay, so we're going to do our roll down just to loosen off the whole spine and the legs. I'll stand sideways, you stay where you are. If you've got osteoporosis, you just should, or back pain, just do a waiter's bow, which is where you've got a broomstick at the bottom and you just fold forwards. If your backs are good and you're happy, no sciatica or anything, you're going to put the hands on the front of the legs. You're going to tuck the chin in. You're going to squeeze into your tummy. I want you to think about rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae. Your hips are going to stay stiff. So I want you to squeeze all the bend out of that lower back. When you can't bend your back anymore, then you're going to let your hips fold forwards. You're going to take a nice big breath in there. You're going to think about pointing your tailbone up to the ceiling nice and high. Breathe in to hold. And then breathing out, soften the knees slightly, straighten those hips back up, and then try and stack that spine back up level by level by level. We'll just reach back up overhead when you're done. Take a nice big breath in there. And then breathing out, we'll relax that off. Good work. Okay, so let's get these legs going. We're going to work on a lunge. Now, we're going to take the right leg forwards. I want you to just slide your toes very lightly along the floor. Sink into your lunge. I want those kneecaps pointing at the camera. Okay, so we're going to go left leg, lunge forwards, kneecaps pointing forwards.
I can't do that because I've got an Achilles problem, so I can only do it on one leg.
Okay, so does it hurt when you do it? Oh, sorry, I'm moving the wrong way.
I can't do it at all on my left. My left Achilles is torn, so.
Okay, so just do it with your good leg going forwards then, if you can. That's all right. Just stick to the one side. And the rest of you, if you're okay, just lift those arms up in line with your shoulders as well. And try and go a little bit deeper each time. So you're trying to get that back knee down to the floor, but only if it's comfortable. Okay. If that's a bit much for you and you want an alternative to the lunging, just work on some squats, lifting up those arms up in front. Okay. So it's quite hard on the old toes, actually, in the Achilles and the calf. Good. That's it. Well done. Tummy's tight. Keep those shoulders over the hips, so try not to lean forwards. Do 4 more. Last 2. Well done. Last one. Okay, and relax. Well done. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is called the foot and ankle series. So that might be quite awkward for your Achilles. See how you get on, but you might just want to take a bit more weight on your good side. I'll show you from the side again. We're going to squat down. Arms come up, we're going to raise up onto those toes and stand tall, heels down. So we squat down, raise up onto the toes, stand tall, heels down. So just getting that flow. Is it Cheryl? Is it your Achilles?
Yeah, I can't do it on my left side.
Have you got a chair you can grab?
No.
Could you grab it? Could you get a dining chair just to put in front of you?
No, I can't really. They're too heavy and they're up the other end of the house.
Okay, or just hold on to the wall then. Just on the wall on your good side. So you're leaning towards your good side as you do this. Leave the arms out. So just practice, try go up onto the toes, squat down and tall. So we're going to try a couple more of those. So squat down, heels up, stand tall. That's it. Well done, guys. Heels up, stand tall, heels down. Okay, well done. One more of those. Up. Okay, good work. So Cheryl, if you keep holding onto the wall for me, everybody else take your feet really nice and wide. Everybody actually take your feet nice and wide apart. The rest, you're going to reach your arms up overhead and go up onto your toes. Cheryl, you'll just need to hold onto the wall. So this is quite a good exercise for your Achilles. You're going to need to weight there more on your good side. Okay, so just keep those shoulder blades down and back, tummies in. And just raise up onto those toes as high as you can comfortably. So Cheryl, you might just need to keep it small. Okay, well done. I'm just going to go 5 more. Squeeze the shoulder blades down and back, up and down you go. Keep those feet nice and wide, so up and then down. Last 2. Good. Now a little balance challenge here. Okay, so obviously only do this if you've got one bad side, only do it on your good side. We're going to raise up onto those toes as high as we can. And then we're going to shift the weight over to one side. Okay, and then I'd like you to keep your arms up in the air to stabilize, but try and lift one leg off the floor if you can. So just trying to hold that balance. We're trying to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now that was my good side. You usually have one side that's a bit more wobbly. So Cheryl, maybe just repeat it on your good side, or just try and stand on your toes or tall on the other side if you can. Up you come, lift that other leg off the floor. Shift your weight right over, as if you're reaching to a high shelf. Whoops. You can see this is my ankle. Well done, guys. And relax. Fabulous. Okay, we'll go straight from there into sitting on our mats. So make sure, if you can put your cameras down now so I can see you on your mats. Well done. Sorry, getting confused because I'm going via webcam and not via my computer. I keep moving the computer. Okay, so you're sitting lengthways. And just first of all, just make sure that your weight bearing evenly in both sitting bones. You should feel both sides of your bottom pressing onto the floor. Your feet are in line with your sitting bones in front of you. Knees are bent at about a right angle. Just have a feel of your tummy here. I want you to really pull it in. Oh, sorry, as well, I forgot to say, probably want a small pillow or a folded towel under your head and a big cushion. If you struggle with lying on your tummy, you might want a big cushion over underneath your hips at one point. So take a minute to get your cushions and things. Okay. Well done, guys. I'm used to doing all my classes blind now, actually, so I can't tell what everyone's doing. So it's really disconcerting being able to see you all. Well done, guys. Okay, so sit yourselves up now, lift up your chest. We're going to have a feel of our tummies here and just try and get them pulled in. Now, they never feel great in this position. You should have a bit of a bulge, but just try and keep it right in. And I want you to keep your back nice and flat. We're going to rest our little fingers on the side of the floor there. Breathe in to prepare. We're going to breathe out to keep that tummy nice and tight, keep that chest up, and just lean back as far as you can control. Breathe in to bring it back. So remember, we're watching for that tummy popping out. So breathe in to prepare, breathe out to lean back, breathe in to hold, breathe out to come back up. Okay, so keep that tummy squeezed in. And again, if you've got any concerns with back pain, don't go too far. You all right, Nick?
Yeah, it's good. It's all right. No worries, sorry. We have a diabetic cat that needs an injection and it's gone missing.
Oh dear. Okay, that chest lifted for me, Alistair. Lift up the chest. Nice, that's it. Now lean back as far as you feel comfortable with your tummy pulled in. Good work. So Margaret and Cheryl, really important the ladies don't round off the back. Okay, so keep them really straight. Rest up. That's it. Now see if you can lean back any further, but keep that tummy tight. So it helps you just pop your hands onto your tummy and feel it. I'm just doing 2 more like this. Breathing out to lean back, breathe in to hold. Good. Last one, we're going to try and hold it while we do a little bit of arm movement. So hold it here. Lift those arms up to shoulder height. Let's go for 10 of those. Keep that body still, tummy in. So you need to sit more you can. 7, 6, 5. Stay where you are. That's it. Up and down with the arms. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, just pop your hands behind you and lower yourself down into lying now. Make sure you can still see me. And I'm just going to get you to make sure you've got some sort of support under your head. So you want your chin tucked in and your head in line with your body. Make sure your neck's nice and comfortable. Shoulders down away from your ears. All right, let's just get centered here. So we're finding a nice position. We want those heels in line with our sitting bones. We're going to squash that tummy in, press the spine into the floor, and then just release it away. I just want you to stick your fingers just under your lower back and check that you've got just enough space for a little break under there. And you're going to keep that space protected. Okay, whatever happens, don't let your back squash into the floor. Now, we never do full sit-ups in Pilates because they're actually quite dodgy, especially I'm a spinal specialist, so I hate them. I've seen a lot of people who do themselves with sit-ups. So we do a very modified version, but it really fires up your tummy. So what I want you to do is imagine you've got a peach between your chin and your chest. You're going to hover your arms off the floor. They're stretching towards your heels. You're going to breathe in to prepare, and you're going to breathe out to think about squeezing your rib cage towards your hips. Your head, shoulders might gently lift off the floor, but you're not leading with that chin. Breathe in to release. So breathe out to squeeze, pull that tummy in, pull up the pelvic floor, to release. So blow out as you do it. Blow out, squeeze that tummy in, pull that pelvic floor up. So. Now hopefully you shouldn't feel that in your neck, but if you're a little bit weak around the neck, just cradle one hand behind the head. Let's hear that breathing. Look. It's like the start of a sit-up, a little squeeze, that's it. Keep that chin tucked right in for me, Alistair. Imagine you're holding that peach. That'll keep your neck nice and protected. Go all the way back down, breathe out to squeeze up, and then breathe in to lower. Good. Make that very slightly harder now each time. Now, if you feel like it's getting too difficult for you, you feel like your tummy's bulging or you're not getting that nice tightening in the tummy, just stay with the level you're working at. Don't keep making it harder, but I'm going to keep adding on a little bit more difficulty. So we're going to go to right leg in tabletop. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out to squeeze up. Breathe in to lower. Left leg comes up to tabletop. Breathe out to squeeze. Breathe in to release. So just keep alternating those legs. And again, just have a feel in your tummy if it helps you. Think about pulling it in and try not to let your back squash into the floor. It's a very small movement. Well done. Good work. So this should be quite easy, but it just depends on the coordination you've got in your tummy muscles and things. That's it. So make sure you're not squashing your back into the floor. So it's only a tiny lift with the head and shoulders. Last one. And relax. Okay, so we're going to take it a bit harder now. We're going to come into double leg tabletop. So it's much harder just to hold your legs here. And what some of you will find is that tummy really wants to bulge out. So have that feel of it, get those hands on it, pull it right in. Check the gap under the back, only just big enough for a little break. It wants to lift away from the floor. I want you to keep it down. I'm going to squash those knees together to help you. Let's go for our abdo prep there. So same thing. Breathe out to squeeze. Breathe in to release. Again, if your neck's starting to pull, your neck out of it by resting your head in your hands. So blow out to squeeze and lift, breathe in to lower. If that feels too much at any point, pop your feet back on the floor. Knees are bent over the hips though, otherwise it's really difficult. So keep the knees in line with the hips. Arms are just hovering just off the floor, just push them to where your heels were. Just go back to doing one leg in the air at a time. Right, Nick, you need to bend your legs a lot more, or just have one leg in the air at a time. Yeah, that's otherwise it's really hard. Keep your legs up, Nick. Bend them over bend the knees over the hips. That's it. Well done, guys. Last two. Okay, and relax. Okay, so final variation for that. We come back into that double leg tabletop. Make sure you can see me. Tummy in. So final option, we're going to straighten one leg out, have it diagonal with the floor, and we're going to squeeze up from there. Breathing out, breathe in to release. Fold that leg back, straighten the other leg out, and squeeze up. Okay, if that feels a bit much for you, just stick with those bent knees, keep them in the air. Or you can just put those feet back on the floor if you need to, okay? Keep those chins tucked in. That's it. Gently straighten one leg diagonal with the floor. Fold it back. Straighten the other leg diagonal with the floor. Keep that chin down for me, Alistair. Squeeze the ribs to the hips. Don't lead with the chin. Well done. Oh, okay, good work, guys. Last one. Relax. Good work, guys. Take it to a full body stretch. So you're going to push the tips of the fingers away from the tips of the toes. Take a lovely big breath in there. Fill up the base of your lungs and then just have a little wriggle of those hips away from the ears. Okay, so you're trying to lengthen one leg. Take a big breath in. And then try and lengthen the other leg. So push the foot away from you. Lovely, and relax. Okay, so from there, we're going to roll over onto the tummy. If you do have any back pain, this is where you might want to put a big cushion underneath your hips. It will just make everything slightly easier. We're going to be down on our tummy. I want you to think about your alignment. So we're going to get our small pillow or your folded up towel underneath your forehead. And just make sure that you can still see me, okay? So if you need to adjust anything, feel free. All right. So, small pillow under the forehead. We're going to have our forehead resting on that pillow. We're going to have chin tucked in, our fingertips pointing towards our temples. Okay. And then just think about the legs. I want you to have them in line with your hips, but just roll them in and make sure they're relaxed. You're not taking through the bottom there. Okay, switch the legs off. Now think about your tummy. If we're on the beach, we don't want to leave a big belly-shaped imprint on the sand. So I want you to pull your tummy up away from the floor and just keep it pulled in the whole time. That's going to protect your back and isolate the movements to your shoulders here, okay? Now you get your chin tucked in. We're going to breathe in to prepare and we're going to breathe out to push the back of the neck up to the ceiling. So we're floating the head away from the floor. Okay, and then breathe in to release. So we breathe out, chin tucked in. We're just pushing the back of the neck up to the ceiling to start with. We are pushing a little bit through the arms as well. Breathe in to release. It's a bit of a funny movement. It's not something you would normally do in the gym for any reason. It's a lovely neck strengthening and stretching exercise. It's really good for your posture, this one. That's it. Now imagine you've still got that peach between your chin and your chest. So you're almost looking down at your chest the whole time. And you're just ironing out any creases that you have on the back of your neck. That's it. So don't be tempted to look forwards. Okay, well done, guys. It's hard when you haven't done this before as well, so you need to look at the screen sometimes. That's lovely. Okay, now keep that tummy pulled in. All right, I don't want your lower back to feel any strain here. On the next one, we're just going to keep the forehead down, and we're going to try and keep those arms exactly the same as they are, but lift them off the floor and squeeze them up to the ceiling. So nice and bent in the same shadow, if you like. So breathe in to prepare. Breathe out to squeeze those arms off the floor. Head stays down. Breathe in to release. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Arms float just off the floor, staying exactly the same angle, and then down. It's a really nice one for getting rid of any humps and stiffness in the upper back there. Okay, Nick, so keep your fingertips pointing at your temples, darling. Imagine in fact, imagine your fingertips are just glued to your temples. So palms are facing down and you're pushing the back of the wrists, the back of the elbows up to the ceiling. That's nice, Alistair. Just relax your buttocks for me, Alistair. Let your legs go floppy, darling. I can see the legs are lifting, okay? Some of you are in too much shadow, I can't tell, but make sure legs are still floppy, tummy's in. Okay, so we're just trying to isolate this to the upper body. Okay, any pain in that lower back? If you have, we need a pillow under that tummy. Now let's add those two movements together. So keep your chin tucked in, fingers on the temple, big breath in, breathing out. You're going to try and float your forehead and your arms off the floor. So you're going to hover that upper body. Breathe in to release. Breathe out to squeeze. Breathe in to release. A little hover. And what tends to happen is your lower back and your bum really want to get involved. So squeeze that tummy in, okay? Try not to push off your tummy either. Keep it pulled in. And try and make this come from the upper back. So really squeeze those shoulder blades together. Well done, Margaret. Don't go too high for me, darling. That looks good. The legs still relaxed. Well,
are you breathing out as you go up?
Preferably, yeah. So breathe in to prepare, breathe out to lift.
Okay.
Lower. Well done. That's it. That's it. Now keep looking at your chest the whole time. Okay, well done, guys. Now hopefully you're feeling that starting to work in the upper back there. Our final add-on is going to be a nice breaststroke movement. So come back down, take a little rest, squeeze that tummy in, okay? Do up your natural corset. You don't want any bulging tummies making a big dent in the sand, okay? We're going to breathe in to prepare. We're going to breathe out to hover, and then we're going to do our breaststroke. So we're going to sweep the arms up over the head, out to the side, and then we stroke back up the body, up to the temples. Okay, so breathe in to prepare. Breathe out to hover. Stretch the arms up over the head, out to the side. Breaststroke movement back up the side of the body and up to the temples. Now, if you've got any shoulder issues, your breaststroke will need to be really pathetic and small. You might drown, okay? If your shoulders are good, really stretch those arms right overhead and out to the side. Well done, good work. Take it slowly. Prepare, go back down after each one. Have a little rest and then breathe out to hover. Stretch those arms up over the head, like that. Just keep looking down at your chest now, guys, because we're not really in the pool, so you don't need to watch where you're going. Keep looking at your own chest. Tummy's still on. Relax the legs for me, Alistair. I can see that bottom working hard. Switch off those legs. Well done. It's a good sign. You've got tight buttocks.
I have.
And Margaret, your bottom's looking a little bit peachy and suspicious. If you switch off the legs, darling, roll them in and out. Last one like that for me. Hold it up, use your upper back and relax. Fabulous. Okay, well done, guys. From there, I'm just going to leave you in that position, actually. We'll just do a little bit on the legs. So this time, we're going to imagine you've got a glass of champagne on your bottom or on your tailbone, and I just want you to squeeze your right leg straight and hover it off the floor. So you're just going to hover the right leg just off the floor and then lower it down. Your tummy stays pulled in, and you're going to hover the left leg off the floor and lower it down. So this time we are interested in the lower back working, but I don't want you to feel, the buttock working, but I don't want you to feel it pulling in the back. So again, if your tummy's not doing its job, your lower back will pull. All right, so I want you to isolate this to the buttock. Breathe out to squeeze and lift, breathe in to lower. Has anybody got any pain in their back on that one?
No, good.
Good, good. Okay, so keep those tummies in nice and tight. We're just firing up the buttocks. Looking good. Breathe out to lift, breathe in to lower. Well done. Okay, so a little bit harder now. Keep that tummy really tight. We're going to try and lift both legs at the same time. So breathe out to lift, hover both legs together. Don't let the knees bend. Well done. Breathe in to release. Good. And let's do 6 more like that. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in. That's it. Good. So really firing at the bottom. Tummy pulled away from that sandy beach. Well done. Last 2. Lovely. And then if you're happy, as long as your back feels good, we're going to try and add all of that together. So the main thing you're going to need to do, pull that tummy in. Push your pubic bone down into the floor as hard as you can. Keep the tummy really tight. Get that chin in. Look down at your own chest. Then you're going to breathe in to prepare. You're going to breathe out to lift both legs and both arms and head. We're going to do our breaststroke arms. Stroke down to the body, and down we go. And we're going to try and do 7 more of those. Okay, so breathe in, breathe out to hover, everything, breaststroke arms, and down. Important there's no discomfort in that lower back. If there is, you need to pull in the tummy. If it still feels a bit much, you can just go back to doing legs. Well done, guys. Good work. Keep that tummy nice and tight. Try not to push off the tummy, so don't let it bulge out. Well done. Right, keep looking down at your chest for me. Last 3. That's it. Well done. Breathe in to prepare, breathe out to lift. Breathe in to lower. I've completely lost count, so maybe 2 more for luck. Well, last 1. Make it really beautiful. Keep that tummy tight. Brilliant. And relax, everyone. You can sit back onto your heels, come into a shell stretch there. Now it's up to you how you do this. You can do it with the knees together and bend over the knees, or if you prefer, you can have those knees apart. But I'd like you to feel a nice stretch in the lower back. And you're going to let your head hang down. You can take a lovely big breath into the back of your lungs, right at the base of your lungs. And you're going to walk your fingers away from you to stretch through the arms as well. Big breaths to hold that there. Well done. Good work, guys. Fabulous. Right, okay, we're going to go over onto our sides now. So if you can lie on your right-hand side facing the front, I think. Or so your left-hand side, or it doesn't really matter, actually. Just go on to one side. We'll make sure we do both anyway. And we're going to start off with our clam. We're going to start up on the elbow, actually, just to work through the shoulder a bit more this week. So get that elbow under the shoulder, get your waist well off the floor. So we're on the beach again. Unfortunately, we're not sagging, reading the paper with a cocktail. We are upright, very alert, with a nice big gap under here, okay? Heels are in line with your sitting bones. And then just have this forearm monitoring tummy here, okay? So your forearm's resting across the tummy, fingers on your waist. I want you to keep a bit of tension there, okay? We're going to get that chin tucked in, keep your head in line with your body, so hopefully take the strain off the neck. Breathe in to prepare, breathe out to lift up that top knee, breathe in to lower. So this is our clam movement. And what we're not doing is rocking back so that our hips point at the ceiling. Okay, so keeping that immaculate control, get that shoulder down. And what we should start to feel after a few reps, we're just going to start to feel it there in the hip abductors. Okay, let me just check your position. That's it, so try not to wang it. It's got to be nice and slow. And don't go too fast. Stop before you twist back. Good, okay, we're going to add on. Well done, guys. So last one of those. Okay, let's make that a little bit more challenging now. So breathe in to prepare, keep that tummy in. Breathe out to lift. Let's add on a kick. We're going to fold it back and close. Okay, all with immaculate control. So open, kick, fold back and close. So this is a really nice hip strengthening exercise. Well done. Keep those tummies in, keep that waist off the floor. Starting to feel.
When one's breathing in and out, is it an in, do the movement, or is it breathing while you're moving? So it's sort of.
So breathe in to prepare, then breathe out as you do the movement. So blow out with the movement. So don't worry too much, as long as you're not holding your breath though, that's the key. Last 2 of those. Breathe in to prepare, breathe out to lift up, so that's it. And lengthen and relax. Good work, guys. Right, we're going to take it down into lying now. Okay, and I want you to keep your bottom leg straight. You're going to stretch that bottom arm out and have your little pillow or your folded up towel in between your head and your arm there. Is everyone all right lying on their shoulder like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so in this position again, still want the waist off the floor. We're going to straighten this top leg out. Okay, so and we're going to just have our top hand in front as a bit of support, a tripod there to start with. Shoulder down away from your ear, breathe in to prepare. We're going to keep the toes pointed and we're going to take that leg as far forward as you can without moving our back. Then we our toes up towards us. We're going to push that heel back. Again, use your bottom, but don't let the back move. Okay, so point the toes coming forwards, flex the toes with squeezing back, and we're keeping it hovering at hip height. And I want that natural corset done up really tight so that you're not arching your lower back. And it should start to feel quite difficult. You don't need your arm here. If you're not really pressing the arm or your head, you're going to use your arm going in the opposite direction to your leg. So arm goes one way, leg goes the other. Breathing out as you go one way now, breathe in to take it back. Keep it hovering. It's that tummy to give you those strong foundations, so it's just leg movement. Hip height. Well done. So it looks easier than it is. Good. That immaculate control, so don't go too far back, just squeeze the bottom, keep the back still. Tummy's right in. 3. Good. So you're starting to feel that in the hips, hopefully?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, last 2. Keep that leg at the hip height for me there, Nick. Don't let it come down. Keep squeezing. Last 1. Make it pretty. Lovely. Well done. You look beautiful from here, Nick.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Well done. Okay, well done, guys. We'll stretch that off in a sec, but we're going to come up onto elbows here now again, and we're going to push the legs back in line with the body a little bit. Okay. Now, has anyone got any problems with their shoulders?
No.
Okay, we're going to start weight bearing through the arm. Now, this is going to get harder and harder. I want you to do what you feel comfortable. So we're going to work safely. Okay, we're going to start with the lower level. That feels a bit much. Just stay with that. Don't add on. I'm good on this side, but I've got a rich shoulder on the other side, so I won't be able to do it all on the other side. I'll stick with the lower option. But we're going to stretch this top arm out. Chin is tucked in. We're going to breathe in to prepare. We're going to breathe out to push through the knees and the shoulder and see if we can lift those hips off the floor and stretch this top arm over. So it's our side bend. Okay, and then breathe in to release. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out to lift. We're going to breathe in to hold this time and breathe out to release. So just let me check your control on that. Let's see how we feel. Quite a nice side strengthening exercise. Really good for your shoulder control. Okay, you all right, Nick?
Yeah.
So imagine we're in the window of John Lewis and we're just pressing our whole body against the window, trying to polish it with our pelvis, okay? We're a bit weird like that. We want to keep everything in nice alignment as we come up. Now, we're going to make that a little bit harder if you feel good. We're going to take the arm up, have the fingers pointing away from you. This is level 2. We're going to take it up to level 3. So breathe in to prepare. We're going to breathe out this time again. Just being careful putting the weight through the arm. If you feel good, come all the way up.
No.
If that feels a bit much, just stick with doing it on your elbow because it will get easier with practice. All right, so just keep down on the elbow. Good. Okay, now there is a level 3 which is quite extreme. I think we're going to do an in-between version. So if you want the in-between version, we're going to make it a little bit harder by stretching out that top leg. Okay, and just having that in the air. Okay, so keep nice and strong through that bottom arm. Well done. Keep lifting as high as you can with those hips. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to lower. Well done. Breathe. Good work. Keep going. Right, last one. Can we hold it here? Keep that leg up in the air if you can. We're going to waft this top arm for 5. So just going to go up and down with that arm. Keep nice and strong.
Oh.
1. 2 and 1. Well done, guys. Good work. Come up into sitting. We'll just have a quick stretch there before we do that on the other side. So we're going to get our, it's actually the bottom hip. We've just worked really hard there. So we get the leg that was on the bottom, hug it towards you, and then hug it over your other leg. Wrap your opposite arm around it. And then the arm that's on the same side, prop yourself up and huddle it round over your shoulder there. Nice big breath in to hold. Whew. Well done, guys. You all right?
Yep.
Some of your microphones are much better at picking up your heavy breathing than others. So no swearing under your breath, or I'll definitely pick it up. It's very disconcerting. You think when you're in a class, you can't hear people murmuring to themselves. It's quite good. You can on this. Well done. Good work, guys. Let's take it down onto the other side. So we're going to start up on the elbow again for our clam. So heels are in line with those sitting bones. Waist lifted well off the floor there. Arm on tummy monitoring duty there. Fingers just checking there's a in that way closely. Okay. Tummy in. When you're ready, breathe in to prepare. You're going to breathe out to lift up that top knee without rocking back. So keep that tummy pulled in, shoulders down away from your ears. Keep that head in line with your body. You're holding your big juicy peach between your chin and your chest again. Breathe out to lift, breathe in to lower. Lovely. So Margaret, just bring your top hip to me a little bit, darling. Just try not to rock back. So imagine I'm poking you in that top buttock to make you come. That's it, lovely. That's much nicer, yeah. And Cheryl, you're lucky you're in the shadow, but I think you're all right. Just trying to lift your waist off the floor. Okay, so Nick, make sure you're keeping that back straight. Bring that top hip right forward so your hips stay stacked. That's it. Okay, let's add on our kick. So making sure we're not rocking back. We're going to keep that tummy in, breathe out to lift, kick, fold back and close. So we open, kick, fold back and close. So keeping that immaculate control. So I've gone back onto the wrong side. Tell which favourite side. Good. Keep that waist well off the floor. Is that tummy still in? Imagine you've got a laser beam shooting out the front of that top hip. Keep it pointing straight ahead of you, not at the ceiling. Well done. Let's do 3 more. Breathe in to release. Good. Last 2. Tummy tight. Tummy right in. Last 1. Fabulous. Well done, guys. Come down into lying. So get your little pillow or your towel between your head and your arm. Okay. We're going to straighten out that top leg. We're going to keep the bottom leg bent for a bit of extra stability today. Hand in front as a tripod. I want you to keep your neck relaxed. Try not to press through it. Waist off the floor. We're going to float that top leg to hip height. We're going to have nice pointy toes. We're going to breathe in to prepare. Breathe out. Drift that leg forwards as far as you can without the back moving. Flex the toes and push that heel back. So your foot is a paintbrush and you're painting the wall. So point the toes, come forward, flex the toes, come back, squeeze into your tummy there. Well done. Now if that feels okay, you're not pressing into your arm, you don't feel too wobbly, get the arm going in the opposite direction. It's our side kick. Well done. Keep breathing. Breathe out to go forward, breathe in to kick that heel back. Squeezing into the tummy in the bottom. We do 4 more. Now keep that leg at hip height. Nice, Margaret. Well done. Good. That's it. Lovely. Nice foot action, guys. Well done. You've got that. It's a little bit of extra complication for your brain. Stopping you getting Alzheimer's. That's what I'm doing. 1 more. Tummy's tight. Brilliant. And relax. Well done, guys. So we're going to come up onto the elbow again. And we're just going to do our side bend from here. So push those legs back in line with your body a bit more. We're in the window of John Lewis, and we're going to try and push our pelvis against it because we're really weird. Okay, so chin tucked in. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out to lift. Float that top arm up over your head if you can, and breathe in to lower. So I want that to feel good and strong and happy in the shoulder. If you feel a bit dodgy, you can just think about lifting. Just take a bit of pressure off the hip. That actually works your shoulder really well anyway. Good. Last one like that, tummy tight. Want to make it a bit harder. We're going to go up onto the hands, elbows straight. Okay, so breathe in to prepare. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to lower. Good. Well done. 2 more like that. Okay, last one like that. Now if you want to make it harder again, we're going to stretch that top leg out, keep it hovering in the air, Breathe in to prepare, breathe out to lift. Breathe in to lower. Well done. Good work, guys. We do 4 more. 3. And 2. And last one. Well done. Good work, guys. Fantastic. Right, we'll take it onto our backs. We'll finish off with some nice stretches. That's the hard work over. Hopefully we've got every bit of your body going, but we're going to get yourself comfy. Pop a pillow under your head there. All right, we'll just start off with a nice buttock stretch. So if you bring your left knee up and over to your right shoulder, give it a good hug towards your chest. And a lovely big breath there. Just try and go as floppy as you can as you breathe out. Whew. Let everything go. We'll just finish with a really nice stretch. Good work. That's lovely. Keep hold of that foot now, that left foot. I want you to pull it down into your right groin. I want you to keep your back flat to the floor and just let that left knee flop out to the side. So we're opening up the hip there. Okay, that's it. Now keep the tummy tight so your back stays close to the floor. Breathe in to hold. Breathe out to let it go. Good work. This is a real nice hip stretch. Test your hip joint there. If you've got any arthritis, you'll find that one is a bit stiff, but hopefully you haven't. Let's fold that back up. We're going to get hold of the right knee. We're going to pull that up and over to your left shoulder. Give that a good hug. Big breath in. And breathe out. Again, try and let that right leg go really floppy now. Relax. Lovely. Good work, guys. One more big breath in there. Just let everything go. We're going to grab hold of that right foot. We're going to pull it in towards that left groin. Hold it there. And then gently let that knee flop out to the side. So push it away from you, opening up the front of that right hip. Keeping that lower back nice and close to the floor. Tummy still on. Breathe in to hold. Well done. Good work. Okay, and relax. So from there, if you bring both knees and bend them up again, bring your heels together nice and close to your bottom. We're going to pop our palms together in front of our face, okay, and then pop your elbows together as well. And then I want you to get your chin tucked in. You're going to really flatten the back of the neck down to the floor. And then we're just going to separate our forearms, keeping the elbows bent at a right angle. We're going to take the back of the arms and the wrists down to the floor there. So we call it window stretch. Or I do anyway, I think I might have made it up. But just let the forearms rest down to the floor. Take a big breath into the top of your lungs now. So we're breathing into the top of our chest to really give those pecs a nice stretch. Hold. And then as long as your shoulders feel okay, just stay in that position with your arms. And we're just going to let those knees flop out to the side as well. So a frog leg stretch. So stretch into your inner thighs a little bit more as well. Try and keep a little bit of tension in your tummy so your lower back's still flattish to the floor. Breathe in to hold. Keep your legs as they are. Just to change the stretch into your shoulder a bit more, we're just going to send the arms up and out into a V stretch position. So straighten the arms up and out to the side. That just changes whereabouts in your chest you'll be feeling it. Keep the legs still for me. So legs are just flopped out. We're in a frog leg position. Breathe in to hold. And breathe out to release. Well done. Okay, so from there, bring those knees back together. We're going to spread those arms out at shoulder height. So they're at the side of your shoulders, spread out nice and wide. Heels come right up to the bum. You're going to drop your knees all the way to the left-hand side now. And turn your head to your right. Take a big breath into the right lung there now. And hopefully what you're going to feel is a lovely stretch through the waist. But if you're nice and supple, you might not feel anything. So you need to stick your top leg out straight. Use it as a lever. You can even pull it over with that left hand to increase the stretch through your ribs, through your waist, through your spine. Back for 2 more huge big breaths into that right lung. Right shoulder blade down on the floor. Well done, guys. One more big breath in there. And let it go. Well done. Fold that top leg back up. We're going to bring those knees back over to the right, head to the left. And again, just try and keep that left shoulder blade down on the floor. If you're quite stiff like me, you'll feel it stretching already. But if you're not feeling it, stick that top leg out straight. Use it as a lever. Give that stretch a little bit more welly. So the leg's coming across your body there. You can put it then with your left hand down to the floor. So your right hand is on your left leg. Your left arm is gluing you to the floor. So keep that left shoulder blade down on the floor. So we're here like that. That's it. Nice big breath into that top lung. Breathe out to relax. Lovely. Well done, guys. Okay, we're just going to roll over onto all fours and we're just going to do it. I think you guys are all right doing a downward dog. Cheryl, I'm pretty sure you'll feel it pulling in your Achilles, but it's a good stretch for you, so I'd have a go at it. You can always take your weight on the other side if you're not happy. But onto all fours, we're going to tuck our toes under, we're going to pull in the tummy. Imagine you've got a little rope or a little string attached to each sitting bone. In my case, a great big rope, pulling those bottoms up to the ceiling. Okay? And you're just hanging off that rope now by your pointy bottom. You're going to take a big breath in. You're going to try and push your chest to your knees and push your heels into the floor. Breathe in to hold. Well done. Keep that tummy pulled in. Now soften off one knee. So you're going to bend one knee and you're going to push your chest towards that straighter knee. Big breath in to hold. And then breathing out. Bend the other knee. Push your chest towards the straight knee now. Push your heel into the floor. Big breath in to hold. Well done. Bend the knees, walk the hands and feet together, and I'd like you to walk your feet, your hands up your legs there, just to help you come up in standing nice and safely. Good work, guys. Well done. We'll just finish off with some nice big breaths. Okay, so come up into standing, and we're going to just reach right up to the ceiling. Big breath in there, and breathe out to release. Oh, well done, Margaret. And again. In, hold it there and breathe out to release. One more. There you go, well done. And then I always finish off with a neck stretch, so just to make sure your necks are good, teeth together, chin in, point your forehead at the floor for me. Just try and tuck your chin right into the gap in front of your neck there. Breathe in to hold. And breathe out to release. And then lastly, tilt your left ear to your left shoulder. Breathe in to hold. And breathe out to release. Right ear to right shoulder. Breathe in to hold. And breathe out to release. And then finally, one last big shoulder roll. So big breath in. And let that go. And well done, everyone. You worked hard. That's good.
Thanks very much.
I hope you enjoyed that. And I'll be back next week.
Lovely. Very much.
Thank you
Take
very
care.
much.
And hopefully as you get practice, you'll be able to get a bit more out of it each week. So just be able to do things a little bit harder and harder as you've got that control. So hopefully see you all next week. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Well done.